Well, I'm Sergio Molina. I am the son of Paul Naschy. And well, here I am. I am a producer and I work in a big production company in Spain. And I was an actor with different movies of my father. And here I am in Weaker of Fear. Ooh, it's a difficult question. Paul Naschy was someone who loves so much the horror movies. First of all, he was a fan, and after became a filmmaker who made more than 120 films in Spain, specialized in fantasy and horror. And he probably introduced the horror in Spain with other filmmakers, of course, but he was probably the pioneer of the fantasy and horror movies in Spain in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. A lot of things. First of all, the love for the cinema, the love for the horror movies. I am a great fan of the fantasy and horror, and fight for the genre because overall in Spain there was not a lot of a tradition of this kind of movies, and my father was a fighter because he trying to make this kind of things of movies in Spain during more than 40 years, and he transmit us, and the legacy was the perseverance of his work, and believe in a dream because finally he could make the things that he wanted to do as a filmmaker, as a writer, as a producer, and as an actor. He make roles in fantasy and horror that all of the characters of the last big greats horror characters like the Wolfman, the Mummy, Dr. Jekyll, and everything he wanted to do, he finally could make it happen. So I think that was the most important lesson he can transmit to us, to my brother, and to me, and for me, you know. My father was very kind person with us. He was warm and a great father for me and for my brother. And probably the most the memory that we like so remember a lot is when we spend so many evenings and nights in my house watching a lot of movies with him, and some of them was his movies, but a lot of movies that he was a great fan. He was a great lover of movies, and we could spend all the weekend watching movies, and that was amazing for me. And probably this, and of course shooting different movies like Hall of the Devil, or Beast and the Magic Sword, or this kind of in the early 80s. It was amazing for me and for the family. Well, there was not so many problems because I think that the most important that the most important thing that we want to transmit with this documentary is my father's personality, because until now all the documentaries they made, that it's great documentaries, um, was was um, um, was scripted as his life in the movies, and how he make that movies, and how He trying to transmit his vision of the horror and the fantasy, but we want to talk about him and want to talk about because wanted that he could transmit directly to the audience his thoughts, his memories, and all what happened with him and why he make this kind of movies, why he wrote this kind of movies, why he wrote these stories, um, and the concept of author he has in the movies. There is no just exploitation movies. There is a lot of or parts of his life in the movies. So that's why we wanted to make this documentary, because when Victor Matellano, who is the director of the documentary, told me his vision, I said, okay, I'm in, and we can proceed to produce the this piece that I think that this it would be a great chance to know who was Jacinto Molina, and of course Paul Naschy. Who knows? This is very difficult. Well, I work for because I wanted that people knows his work, and I used to help a lot of people that wanted to know more about Paul Naschy and his body of work, and in who knows, I know people that is interested in make a feature film about his like a biopic about his uh, his figure, and a lot of people contact me to help if they need to take rights to for release some movies or make different restoration, and I'll keep fighting during for the next years if I can help to anyone to know who was Paul Naschy, and of course this documentary help to if people is interested in watching his movies, I would be happy. So that's I think that it will be it is a good times right now because there is a lot of releases of different movies in a great conditions with a great quality. So in that way I'm in this way I'm very happy because it was a dark times where my father's work was hidden, it was very difficult to find these movies in UHS, and was a terrible times for my father's work. But right now it's a great time because you can find it easily. So I hope that we can continue to make this happen. So I'll try to take care of his legacy, because if not, he will waiting for me, you know. So and he this is one thing that he told me when he was in the hospital in the last days. He transmit me told me that son, please take care of my body of work and my legacy. So I try to make this, because if not, he will waiting for me, you know. But I do it. I am doing it with a great honor, and I like so much to talk about him and to attend different places. So I'm very proud about his work. Well, keep going to help people. I know that there is different options to make different release from all over the world. So I'm just helping to help to these people to make it happen, and well, that biopic is people working on, but you know it's very difficult in these times to make a project with this like this, you know, with these conditions, and I hope that something could be happening in the near future. But we will see. Thank you. TALKploitation, desbrowse.